Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 3rd Street Promenade. I'm very pleased to introduce our peaceful protester and one of the most beautiful voices ever, Mr. Wade Kelley.
What was that? Oh, what do you know? What do you know? What's that? Oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Well, hello. Wait a minute. You want to try it again? Try it again. Go do it again. Go ahead. Do it again because of my... Okay, that's right. Okay. All right. Try it again. Take 48.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Very proud to introduce our peaceful protester, Mr. Wade Kelley.
Hello! And welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, California, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica and all around the country and all around the world. But I'm also standing up against hatred and racism and antisemitism. And we have to stand up and everybody needs to tell everybody in this country, we don't commit violence against people because of their race or their religion, their ethnicity or their beliefs or their gender. We stand up for the rights of everybody in this country, everybody to practice their own beliefs, their own religions, and practice peacefully protesting. And if you're violently threatening people because of their views, their religious views, or their political views, you're wrong and you need to be shouted down. And if you threaten people with violence, you need to be taken care of. You need to be arrested, or you need to be put someplace where you can't hurt people. So I want to start off tonight with a Hebrew prayer for peace. Oh, say Shalom Bimramav. Oh, you say Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Amen. Oh, say Shalom Bimramav U'yaseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu va'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu va'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu va'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu va'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu va'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu va'al kol Yisrael. Oseh Shalom bimramov, uyaseh Shalom Aleinu va'al kol Yisrael. Va'imru, himru, Thank you, peace. That's right. We need to stand up for peace, and we need to stand up against hatred and anti-Semitism. We need to tell everybody in this country we don't threaten people with violence or commit violence against people because of their religious beliefs, their political beliefs, their beliefs at all. As long as they're not committing violence against you, we don't commit violence against people because of their beliefs or their gender, their race, their religion, their ethnicity. We have to keep standing up for the rights of every human being in this country. And if you're from out of this country, we need you to know in this country, we don't commit violence against people because of their political views. It's a terrible thing that there are wars in other countries that we can't solve right away, that we can't bring an end to right away. And we certainly don't want to stand up and promote assassins and those who would commit violence. We don't want to stand up and promote people like Hamas that are terrorist organizations. And we need to keep standing up and hoping that peace will come to all of the wars around the world. But we don't commit violence against people who believe differently than us about some of these wars. Keep working towards peace and love. And don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution by speaking out for peace and human rights. After October 7th, I don't know why the whole world didn't just get together and make sure that all of the hostages were released and that we were working towards a better day for everybody over there. But it didn't happen like that. And there are still hostages that are being held over in Gaza. And the U.S. is trying to help Israel and Gaza come to some standstill, some ceasefire, some peace down the road, and have all the hostages released. I would hope that Hamas would hand over all of the hostages and that Hamas would dissolve and not be part of the process anymore, because they're kind of like the Nazis or the Ku Klux Klan or somebody like that. And having to make deals with those people, that's just wrong. But we'll keep working towards peace all around the world. But we need to shout out and stand up against hatred and racism and anti-Semitism whenever we see it, whenever we hear it. And I wrote this song after September 11th. They were dancing for peace and singing love songs. Hoping for a better day for everyone. They were dancing for peace. All those beautiful young boys and girls, and the lights of love were killed in the morning sun. They were dancing for peace, and families working on farms, working, hoping for a better day. They were dancing for peace. All those innocents, young and old, and the hands of hate came and took them away. How can the world be so broken? How can the hate be so strong? How can bloody massacres be cheered in the streets? That kind of evil can't be long. That kind of evil can't go on. They were dancing for peace. All those shining stars of light, may their stars of love shine on in the bright daylight. How can the world be so broken? How can the hate be so strong? How can bloody massacres be cheered in the streets? That kind of evil can belong. That kind of evil can go on. They were dancing for peace. All those shining stars that night, may their stars of love shine on in the bright daylight. May the stars they love shine on in the bright daylight. That's right. Thank you. Peace. Thank you. Thank you. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Stand up against racism, hatred, antisemitism, anti-Islam, anti-Muslim, Islamophobia. We need to stand up against hatred against people because of who they love. We see the lights out here tonight. We see the lights, the rainbow lights. It's Gay Pride Month here in Santa Monica and many other places, I guess. Is that right? Is it all over the country or just here in California? All over the country? Gay Pride Month. So we need to stand up. And some people say, well, we don't need to celebrate it. Well, we need to celebrate that people can be themselves without being persecuted. They can love who they want without having people try to oppress them because of their sexual preference or who they love or who they see themselves as. You know, that's the beautiful thing in this country is the First Amendment of our Constitution. We need to celebrate that every day, yes. And that's why I'm glad the Supreme Court said that Oklahoma cannot use federal funds to fund their Catholic schools there in Oklahoma. We need to stand up for the First Amendment rights for everybody. And if you start funding religious schools, well, that's a step down the wrong road. So anyway, the First Amendment of our Constitution says Congress shall make no law take two. Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's a beautiful thing. That says everybody has a right to believe however they want in this country, and we have to stand up for their rights to believe. And we have to stand against those who would oppress them because of their beliefs. And that's what that First Amendment is all about. And that's why we need to keep telling everybody about that. All the new people who move here to this country, they need to know about the First Amendment of our Constitution, because it is very powerful. It says that we can stand up and tell government that they are wrong. We can stand up and tell people, different religions, I don't agree with you, you're wrong. And they have a right to believe as they will, and you have a right to speak out against them. But nobody has a right to commit violence against somebody because of their beliefs. We have a right to make sure that they don't take over in laws, right? If they start using their religions to make laws that go against human rights, then we need to stand up and change that. And we have that Constitution that helps us do that. But we need to stand up for everybody's rights, and that's why I'm happy to say, let's celebrate Gay Pride Month and the right of everybody to love who they want. Because that First Amendment says everybody in this country can make up their own religion every day, and that's fine. You can change the way you think every day, as long as you're not hurting somebody else. That's fine in the United States of America. You don't have to respect anybody else's beliefs. You just have to respect their right to believe. You can believe I'm going to hell for eternity, but you can't help send me there. You can't try to send me there, or you can't commit violence. So let's celebrate. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. You wanted to hold up a sign, Zach? You can hold it up. Make sure you're getting this shot, and get some of you with the rainbow in the background too. Go, come over here, Zach. I know you're a director, but I'm directing this.
Right.
ZACH Koepp. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can see the world. Let's celebrate all our lovely boys and girls. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. That's right. Celebrate peace and love, and everybody's right. Everybody's right to celebrate their love. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Just celebrating. We're just celebrating, that's all. Hey, ZACH Koepp, where are you from? Okoboji, Iowa.
Yes, sir.
What do you think of Santa Monica, California?
I think every cause you're pushing is what we all need to stand behind.
Well, thank you, Zach. I'm with you. Thank you. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Lynn, did I say thank you for introducing me? I forget. I was having some technical difficulties when I started this evening. And I really wanted to sing that prayer, and I might sing it again later because it's been a while since I sang that Hebrew prayer. One more time, everybody, let's sing that song together. Let's celebrate, celebrate. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate all the different ways we can see the world. Let's celebrate all our lovely boys and girls. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Hey, hey. That's right. We got to celebrate love. We got to celebrate people loving each other, and because it doesn't always work out. So celebrate when they do love each other. And keep working towards peace and love. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm talking about in the first place, is standing up and peacefully protesting. That's what I've been doing here for...
I've got to put this thing in it. This makes it stay. This is kind of like a sandbag, you see.
There you go.
That's what I've been doing here for years, is peacefully protesting and celebrating the love, peace and love, and peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica, and hoping that we can love human beings a little better so that we don't have things in place, so we don't have laws in place and we don't have systems in place that say it's okay for poor people to have to suffer and sleep in the streets while rich people are having space races. We can do better than that. You know, I heard a report. Peace. We need to raise taxes on the rich. 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 That's right. We need to change our business model here in the United States of America, and we need to do it right here in California. A lot of people say, "Wait, you can't raise taxes on the rich. Trump's in power." Well, we can do it right here in California. California, we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country. We don't have to wait for Trump to get it done. We don't have to wait for the federal government here in California. We can show that progressive government can work, and we can help lift people out of poverty. We can change our business model right here in California. We can raise taxes on the billionaires and make sure that everybody can have the basics in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world. That's right. California is the fourth largest economy. If we were a country, we would be the fourth largest economy. Can you believe that? And we have people sleeping in the streets. A lot of people say to me, "Well, Wade, you can't raise taxes on the billionaires here in California. They'll all move away." And I say, bye-bye, bye-bye. Let them move over to Texas like Elon Musk and take advantage of the poor people over there. We don't need those kind of billionaires here in Santa Monica and in California. We need rich people who believe that poor people should be able to live, should have the basics, a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and good public education. California, we're ranked fourth, the fourth largest economy in the world, and we're ranked around 20th in spending on public education. Can you believe that? That's a shame. We're ranked about 40th in outcome of public education, but we're ranked around 20th in spending. And we're the 4th largest economy in the world. There's no reason for that. Living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them. Living in California, everything's mostly alright. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight. Now don't get me wrong, we got a lot of great things going on here in California. California is the 2nd most diverse state in the whole country, behind Hawaii. We got people from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on. California, we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country, around 180. And we have the most homeless people of any state in the whole country, around 190,000 or more. There's no reason for so few people to have so much, while so many have nothing at all. We can do better than that. California, we're the 4th largest economy in the whole wide world. There's no reason for us to be ranked 20th in spending on public education. We need to spend more money on low-income area schools, on services and salaries and programs for those low-income area schools until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. That's right. When they start wanting to send their kids to those schools, you'll know they've done enough. A lot of people say, well, you can't just throw money at it. That's not going to fix the problem. Well, how do you think the rich people's schools have been doing so well? Of course, they have money in their community and they have money in the schools. That's why we have so many. You know, we have 80 different school districts in Los Angeles County. Yeah, 80 different school districts, and some of those school districts are doing quite well. Those kids are going to the academic Olympics, and other schools and inner city schools, they're having a hard time just keeping kids in school. And hopefully some of them can read, but we need to spend more money on those schools. You know, we spend over $100,000 per incarcerated person in California. Over $100,000 per incarcerated person, and we spend about $19,000 per public school student. That's a shame. We need to spend more money on education, so we spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, so we spend less money on incarceration. That's right, and we can do it. So keep spending money on those low-income area schools, on services and programs for those schools, until rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know we have done enough in California. We're living in California, and with people of all kinds. You know, we still haven't integrated enough here in California. Cities like Santa Monica, it's about 70% white. We're right next to our public beaches here. 800 miles of public beaches in California. They belong to all of us. The public beaches belong to all of us, and mostly rich white people living next to those public beaches. We have to do a better job. It's still 10 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison here in California than a young white man. That's in California. We're supposed to be a progressive state. We got to be moving forward, helping lift people out of poverty. Anyway, we'll keep working on it. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Ooh, living in California, the place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, go out and spread some peace and love. Thank you. Hey. Thank you, very kind, very kind. That's right, we can keep working towards a better day right here. You tell your friends, Zach, we need to keep moving forward. Keep working towards a more progressive government. You know, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. You like my impersonation of Roosevelt? Let me try it again. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Thank you. He said, the test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. So California, we're not doing too good. We're not doing too good yet. If we've got so many people homeless and we have so many kids that are having poor public education, we're not doing too well yet, California. It's been moving that direction since Prop 13 in 1978. You weren't here yet, but in 1978, they passed Prop 13, made it easier for rich people to hold on to property and harder for poor people to get it. And it took away money from needed taxes in this state. And we need some leaders to get that off the books at some point. But yeah, we're not doing too well since 1970. You know the population of Santa Monica in 1970? 88,000. You know what the population of Santa Monica is today? Just around 90,000. So while California grew by 20 million, Santa Monica grew by about 2,000. They said, we got ours, now stay out. They haven't been building. They haven't been helping move forward and helping build affordable housing. And people have been using EPA laws, you know, and the EPA laws are good. Don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, we were swimming in oil sumps in Huntington Beach, and there was always some oil spill here. How you doing, Marcus? Good to see you. Peace. There was always some oil spill here, and things were bad. The air pollution made your eyes burn, and I had asthma when I was a kid, when I lived in this part of California. Anyway, so the EPA laws did some good things, but if it keeps you from building affordable housing, if rich people are finding a way like that city of Woodside, California, we can't build any affordable housing because we're a mountain lion habitat. So I guess mountain lions only like rich people. Is that the deal? And here in Santa Monica, they have 200 acres of land coming to the city. They're going to close down this airport, and 200 acres of land are going to be opening up to the city. And in 2014, they said that should be a grand park. Now, I think a grand park would be fine. About 100 acres of that would be a nice big grand park, and then you could build affordable housing on it also. But there are so many people say, no, we got to leave that open for just nature. Well, if you're saving the environment for the animals and you're making human beings sleep in the streets, you don't really care about environment. You just want to control poor people and make it hard for them to survive. We can do both. Have affordable housing and make it so that poor people can have a decent place to live and have some nature space also. There's a lot of open space out there. And as the climate crisis continues, the climate scientists say that it's going to get hotter and hotter, and the area next to the ocean is the place you want to have human beings, because the climate is going to be more temperate and the air quality is going to be better. So we're going to just have to build more along the coast for poor people. And Santa Monica hasn't been moving in that direction. They've been moving in building luxury housing. You see plenty of luxury housing being built all over Santa Monica, but not a lot of affordable housing. Santa Monica is supposed to build 4,500 affordable housing units by 2029. This was their plan when they actually complied with the state in 2022. They said, we will build 45 units of affordable housing. And I keep asking different departments of the city how many have been built. And next week I'm going to be asking that when I'm on this new commission, this oversight committee for the Measure GS. But we need to make sure that Santa Monica is part of the solution, not part of the problem. I know I'm throwing a lot out there, but I don't know if you heard in the news today, Los Angeles just had a hearing, a court hearing about this Inside Safe program. They said it cost over $100,000 per homeless person that they have put into housing. Over $100,000 per person. I mean, I don't know how much you pay for rent, but I don't think you pay over $100,000 a year. I mean, we could put a lot of people, and we gave the governor $24 billion to build affordable housing and to work on homelessness problems. And where's that money? They can't even account for most of it. And instead, the governor sided with the ultra-conservative Supreme Court, asking them to give him the power to tear down encampments before we have enough affordable housing. Where are they going to go? Everybody wants to tear down the encampments, but those people don't have anywhere to go. It just makes a bigger problem. We got too many of our leaders saying, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with the bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's what they say. That's right. Governor Newsom sided with Trump's ultra-conservative Supreme Court in Grants Pass versus Johnson, and he wanted more power to criminalize homelessness even before we have enough places for the homeless people to go, enough affordable housing. That's not the way to do it. He's trying to run for president. He's trying to show he's tough. Well, he's done a terrible job with homelessness, and we need to keep looking for real progressive leaders who will stand up for human rights and the rights of every human being. This Too many of our leaders say, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. We'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. We'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to get you off of the streets. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. How the rich folks want to help you if they could. So they'll take your tent and your bags and stuff and move them to another neighborhood. A little farther, a little farther, a little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They'll make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. Other rich folks want to help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll put a chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. They say, don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Hey. That's what they say. And all these people say, these homeless people just need to get a job. That's what they need to do. Just get a job. But a lot of these homeless people do have jobs and still can't afford a place to live here in Los Angeles County, especially not here in Santa Monica. They're not gonna be able to afford a place to live on a minimum wage job. We even have business owners that are fighting against hotel employees getting a raise, a living wage. How are we gonna be able to run our hotels and motels? You know, I really wish that every city would raise taxes on hotels and motels and Airbnbs and any property that is used for speculation until we get this housing crisis under control, until everybody can have a decent place to live. We're gonna either have to raise the wages or lower the rents. It's pretty simple. If people can't afford a place to live, you're gonna have to raise the wages or lower the rent. And with all of these jobs going to technology, the AI, I'm sorry, my friend, you're going to be out of work with AI. They're going to just be putting everybody out of work. I was talking with one of these autonomous cars the other night. We had a nice little discussion. I was asking about if the autonomous car got time off, bathroom breaks, and if it got paid overtime or vacation pay or anything like that. It didn't talk too much. I guess it was afraid its employer might get upset. But anyway, as we move further and further into this technological age, we're going to have to look out for human beings. I heard a report the other day that 20% of the white-collar jobs are going to be gone in just a number of years because of all the artificial intelligence. Hey, and a lot of people wouldn't mind that. Not everybody loves their job like me. But you know, some people wouldn't mind leaving the job they had if they could have a decent life and if they could work on another more fulfilling vocation, if they could figure out what they want to do to help society and still make a living. Oh man, I think that'd be great. But we gotta put human rights in front. We gotta put human rights, standing up for human beings, instead of standing up for rich people's right to make a profit off of everything. We got too many people. Rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on our rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right, all around this country and all around the world, I guess. How many warehouses do you think they have that are filled with computers and servers and robots and artificial intelligence? We got bunch of warehouses full of these things, and they're being taken care of every day. They make sure they keep those places at nice room temperatures, keep them so that the computers don't have to work too hard, and they make sure they're dusted off and cleaned, and they have all the power they need, and they take good care of those rich people's toys. And I know that we benefit from a lot of those computers, and that's fine. But what we need to do is get those artificial intelligence working on ways to make sure that every human being has a decent place to live. Get those artificial intelligence working on making sure that everybody can have good quality health care. Get those artificial intelligence and those robots making sure that every child can have a good public education. We got the rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people and rich people's toys. Don't even get me started on the cryptocurrencies. You got Bitcoin. I want somebody to tell me some altruistic reason for Bitcoin. Some people say, well, it's going to bring on a new era where everybody will have the same. It'll be, I can't see it. And it uses more electricity. It uses more energy than the country of the Netherlands, Bitcoin does. And all of these other currencies, and we got a president selling his own online currencies and having meetings trying to get different currencies going. And that kind of undermines the US dollar, doesn't it? And at least we know that the US dollar stands for some things. It's not perfect, but the US dollar stands for the minimum wage here in the United States of America. The US dollar stands for the right of our people to stand up against government and speak out. That's what that US dollar stands for. And to undermine it with some currency that we don't know where it came from or who owns it, or when somebody's just going to undermine it and gut the thing and it's going to drop by $50,000, and it's run by black market uses it for whatever. I know black market uses American dollars also, but at least the US dollar stands for something. It's not perfect by any means, But the other currencies that are out there, it's just greed. And I don't see how it's going to benefit any poor people in the United States of America. It's just going to benefit the rich people and the rich people's toys. Rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on our rich people's toys. On our rich people's toys. On our rich people's toys. Thank you, peace. Thank you. That's right, we need to keep standing up for human rights as we move further and further into this technological age. We need to tell our leaders, our public servants, you got to stand up as we move further into this technological age. You got to stand up for every human being's right to exist. And that means a place to live, food to eat, health care, the basics. We can do it. This is the richest, most powerful country in the world. There's no reason for rich people to be having space races while poor people sleep in the streets. That's just choices. Good to see you, Zach and Bailey. Lovely.
Are you gonna play What's the Problem?
What?
Are you gonna play What's the Problem?
The song, See the People Living in the Streets? Yes, I'll play that for you before you leave. How you doing? Good to see you. Peace. What's your name?
Fred.
Fred. Good to see you again, Fred.
Nice to meet you.
We've met before?
No.
You look familiar. Good to see you, Fred. Peace. Wade. See the people living in the street. Ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread. Just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tearing down their tents. Gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed, just looking for somewhere to lay their weary head. Thank you, peace. Great to see you, Zach. Thank you very much for coming by. Yeah, well, we'll be in touch and keep talking. Thank you, Bailey. Good to see you. Peace. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. That's right. We just keep on working towards a better day for everybody, because we haven't gotten there yet. We got to keep working towards a day where everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. That ain't too much to ask. Ain't too much to ask in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica, in this wealthy county of Los Angeles, in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, California. Ethan, you taking off? Oh, okay. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day.
Did you know you don't need ID to vote? No checking ID to vote.
Well, I don't know. I've been asked for
In
my.
California.
I've been asked for my ID.
Not anymore. They're not gonna ask you for ID.
They told Jen and I we didn't need to give our ID.
That was today online. Yeah.
I'll look at.
This is our governor.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I've worked as a. I've worked as a poll inspector during one of the elections and as a clerk and others, and I know they have all the information right in front of them about the people that are coming to vote. So you have to register to vote. You have to register. If you show up to vote and you're taking somebody else's place, then that's a possibility. But you have to sign their name. Now, you have to register to vote. So you don't necessarily need an ID to register. If you are a citizen and you register through the process, they already have your information there. So whether or not you take your ID to show them that's you, they have all the information on you when you get there.
And how about if you're not registered and you just go to the...
If you're not registered and they don't have you on the form, then you fill out a provisional ballot, and then they'll check and see if you were actually able to vote in that area.
But they're not going to ask you for California ID if you want to vote.
Because you don't need it, as I'm explaining it to you. Because they have all the information from when you register. So you have to register to vote, and you have to be a citizen to register to vote. And if you aren't, then as they put you through the process, they will find out that your vote doesn't count, and they'll put it aside. Because if you show up to a ballot office, a polling place, and if they don't have your information there in front of them, then you have to fill out a provisional ballot, and that will be looked at to see if you were able to vote in that area or not, if you registered to vote. So it doesn't matter whether you have an ID or not. But I'll look into what you're talking about.
It was online.
I will look into it, but as I'm telling you, you don't need to have your ID with you to make sure that your ballot is good, because they have all the information from when you registered in your where you are. So wherever you're registered to vote, where are you registered to vote?
Yeah.
Where are you registered?
LA.
In LA. Okay. So they're going to have your information in that area near your polling place when you register to vote. So you don't necessarily have to have your ID on you for you to go to that polling place and say, I registered, this is where it said to come and vote, and you have all my information. Yes, we do. Oh, good. You don't? If they don't, then they give you a provisional ballot, and then that will be checked out whether or not you had a right to vote there. So we'll see what this new thing is that you're talking about, if there are any new problems with it. But yeah, keep getting involved. I would suggest taking part in the election process, going and being volunteering as a poll worker, a clerk, or a poll inspector. I mean, it's a little bit of work, but you learn a lot about the process through doing that. So, and I have a lot of respect for those people who continue to do it. And I think the new computerized process that they've had over the last few years, I guess it's just last last 5 years or something like that. The new computers they have, I think they're great. And you put the paper back in. I was very impressed with the last few elections, the way they worked.
That was very nice.
Because you know what? This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California, from the New York Islands, waters to the Gulf Stream waters. I think I got lost on the map there, so I took a wrong turn. That's what I did. Let's try it again. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. That's right, and we got to keep working to make sure that this land is made for all of us. You know, when the Constitution of the United States was written, it only benefited rich white guys who owned property. That's right. But since the beginning of this country, there have been people working to make sure that it is more inclusive, that everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, no matter your race, your religion, your ethnicity, your beliefs, your gender, whether you're rich or poor, whether you are able-bodied or disabled. We all have the same rights in this country. No matter who you love, we all have equal rights, and we need to keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. That's right, we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. On the promenade, in the shadow of the steeple, near the relief office, I see a lot of homeless people, and some are grumbling, and some are wondering. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. One more time, everybody sing along. You want to sing along? Here we go.
It's a love song.
What?
Love song. I'm here tonight.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest. What happened there? What happened? Somebody jumped out of my... From California to the New York Islands. Wait, okay, I got to start that verse again so Dave and Marcus can sing along with me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's work to make sure this land is made for you and Thank you, sir. How are you today? All right. I still haven't heard from that caseworker. I guess I'm going to go by people concern on Monday before I go to that. Before I go to my first commission meeting, my first committee meeting next week, it's here. It'll be here in Santa Monica at the parking structure over there. What's the name of the second story? They have some same place they have elections held there, a polling place over there across from the police station.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay. Anyway, that's where the first meeting is going to be. Should be interesting.
Please let me know how it went, please.
I will. How are things going for you? Are you getting to help some people?
Yes.
All right. You heard about the Inside Safe meeting in L.A., the hearing. Judge David O. Carter, who I am very inspired by, David O. Carter, he is trying to see where the money for all this Inside Safe has gone. You know, they spent over $100,000 per person that they've helped in the Inside Safe program. So far, that's what they've found out. I mean, $100,000 a year, $100,000 a year, you could do a lot of things for those people. I mean, it's amazing. And we're not even talking about the $24 billion that the governor had. I'm sure some of that Inside Safe money came. I think the Inside Safe money was voted as a local thing, though, right? I'll look into it further. I know I talk about a lot of things. I've been talking about a lot of different subjects tonight, or a lot of different things tonight, and we have to stand up against racism, antisemitism, hatred of all kinds, peace and love. Got to keep spreading the love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's, just too little love. What the world needs now is sweet, sappy love songs. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are oceans and rivers enough to climb, enough to swim till the end of time. You know, sometimes I like to make up lyrics. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's, just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. So listen, Lord, if you want to know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love. That's right. That's what we need, to keep spreading the love around. Keep standing up for human rights. Everybody's right to exist. Everybody's right to be. Everybody's right to love. You can play the game, you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. But tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing leads to another, it doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I won't say to you is, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. And tell me what you're gonna do with your foolish pride when you're by yourself all alone. Once you tell somebody the way you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I want to say to you is, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be alright if you only will. Thank you. That's right. Got to keep spreading the love keep spreading the love around. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. How do you keep the music playing? How do you make it last? How do you keep the song from fading too fast? How do you lose yourself to someone and never lose your way? How do you not run out of new things to say? And since you know we're always changing, how can it stay the same? And tell me how year after year you're sure your heart won't fall apart each time you hear her name. I know the way I feel for you is now or never. The more I love, the more that I'm afraid that in your eyes I may not see forever, forever. If we can be the best of lovers, yet be the best of friends. If we can try with every day to make it better as it goes, with any luck then I suppose the music never ends. I know the way I feel for you is now or never. The more I love, the more that I'm afraid within your eyes I may not see forever, forever. If we can be the best of lovers, yet be the best of friends. If we can try with every day to make it better as it goes. With any luck, then I suppose the music never ever ends. Thank you. Love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. The world cannot be wrong if in this world there is you. I care not what the world may say. Without your love there is no day. So love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. Love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. The world cannot be wrong if in this world there is you. I care not what the world may say. Without your love there is no day. So love, this is my song. Here is a song, a serenade to you. Here is a song, a serenade to you. Today I passed you on the street, and my heart fell at your feet. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Somebody else stood by your side, and he looked so satisfied. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. A picture from the past came slowly stealing as I brushed your arm and walked so close to you. And suddenly I got that old time feeling you. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. It's hard to know another's lips will kiss you and hold you just the way I used to do. Heaven only knows how much I miss you. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. I'm so in love with you. Whatever you wanna do is alright with me. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. Let's stay together. Let's stay together. Loving you whether times are good or bad or happy as I am. Why? Since we've been together. Let's try that again. Since we've been together, loving you forever is all I see. Let me be the one you come running to. I'll never be untrue. Let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad or happy as I am. Whether times are good or bad or happy as I am. Why do people break up? They turn around and make up and just don't see. You never do that to me. Staying with you is all I see. Let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad or happy as I am. Let's stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad or happy as any. Huh? Something you want to hear?
Sure, play a Lynn Kelley song. Play a waiting up song.
If I could take you to be with me and hug and kiss till you feel free. Oh, I would, you know I would. If I could, you know I would. If I could heal the hurt you've had and shield your heart from all that's bad. Oh, I would, you know I would. If I could, you know I would. But as it is, I'm just a man. Walk the road the best I can. And I have struggled neath the load. And I am weary of this road. But I will carry through. If I can walk with you. If I could take you to the stars and hear you laughing up on Mars. Oh, I would, you know I would. If I could, you know I would. But as it is, I'm just a man, getting through the best I can. And I have failed in love before, and I can see that closing door, but I will carry through. If I can walk with you.
Beautiful.
I hear music when I look at you. A beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew. Down deep in my heart, I hear it play. I feel it start and melt away. I hear music when I touch your hand. A beautiful melody from some enchanted land. The music is sweet, the words are true, the song is you. I alone have heard this lovely strain. I alone have heard this glad refrain. Must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let you know? Why can't I let you know the song my heart would sing? The beautiful melody of love and youth and spring. The music is sweet, the words are true, the song is you. I alone have heard this lovely strain. I alone have heard this glad refrain. Must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let you know? Why can't I let you know the song my heart would sing? A beautiful melody of love and youth and spring. The music is sweet, the words are true, the song is you. When all the world when all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic gate to a place beyond the stars. When all the clouds darken up the skyways, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading to a magic place, just a place behind the stars, just a step beyond the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and each dream that you dare to dream really do come true. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep standing up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. Things the way they are. We got to keep making them better. Standing up against hatred and racism and anti-Semitism and anti-Muslim and Islamophobia, and standing up against hatred because of people's gender or who they love. Keep working towards a better day for everybody. And I'm going to end with this Hebrew prayer again, because I think it's important for us right now to be standing up against anti-Semitism and standing up for human rights for everybody in the whole wide world. Oseh Shalom Bimramov Uya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'imru Imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimramov Uya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Ve'imru Imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael. Oseh Shalom Bimramov Uya'aseh Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael Ve'imru Peace and love.